What's up, everybody? I'm Doggie Diamonds. This is Doggie Diamonds TV. And I decided to chime in on this debate, which shouldn't really be a debate. It's not really debatable, but for some reason it is. For some reason, people believe if 100 men fought one gorilla, the gorilla would defeat 100 men. Now, I don't know what type of men y'all know. But the men that I know that I would gather would be complete warriors. Now, if you're saying 100 of these new type dudes, I might have to put my money on the gorilla. But the type of men that I know and the men that I would choose to go against a gorilla, one gorilla, the gorilla don't stand a chance. Now, let's think about it. Gorillas big, they would bite. They'll probably jump and do that clubbing thing they do. But they have to do that to 100 men with intelligence. We would devise a plan. We wouldn't just run at the gorilla. We would devise a plan. Some of us gonna grab the gorilla legs. Some of us gonna grab his torso. Some of us gonna grab his arms. And when I say us, it is 100 of us. Not 5, not 10, not 15, 100. Do you know how much 100 men are? 50 is a lot, 30 is a lot, but 100. So what if we got 100 guys? We got wrestlers in there. We got MMA fighters in there. We got boxers in there. We got world-class athletes in there. You don't think 100 men would defeat one gorilla? That's easy. First of all, we have the intelligence to defeat the gorilla. No weapons, none of that. The gorilla might be strong, but there is strong men. Listen, I go with Mark Henry. I go with Mark Henry. I go with Braun Breaker, Jacob Fatu. Listen, I go with Roman Reigns. I go with John Jones. Even Mike Tyson, even though he threw the fight against Jake Paul. Go with John Jones. Go with Bud Crawford. Hey, we could even get Mirko Cro Cop out of retirement. Give me who else would I take? You name them. We could do this. We take some of the dudes from the hood who still work out, some of the homies in the gym. We ain't talking about 100 washed up dudes. We ain't talking about 120-pound dudes. I couldn't even get that out because we ain't even talking about them. We talking about 100 men. Men, not these dudes with their fingernails painted, not dudes with barrettes, not dudes with bird chests. We talking about 100 men. You don't think it's possible? Now look, maybe the first 6, 7 dudes, they ass is grass. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Yo, listen. But we ain't talking about Mighty Joe Young or King Kong. We talking about a gorilla, man. And I heard the little slick stuff that y'all was saying, 100 dudes couldn't even beat a slave master and all that. That's the dumbest shit ever. Because there was revolts, there was things going on, but that has nothing to do with what we're talking about. We're talking about an animal that doesn't have the intelligence of men. Okay? So cut it out. Because if we were able to defeat people that had weapons and guns and bombs and all that stuff, what make you think we can't defeat an animal? But I tell you what though, listen, man, you know who else? I put myself against 100 gorillas. Put me in there with 100 gorillas. Look at them moving out my way. I'm gonna do my numbers. Put me in there against 100 gorillas, it's up. I'm swinging on them gorillas. This ain't Tarzan. We ain't scared of no gorillas. This ain't gorillas in the mist and all that. This ain't Gray Stokes. This ain't none of that. I'm swinging on them gorillas. The first 9-10 gorillas is getting put on their back pockets. This ain't Donkey Kong. He ain't gonna hit me with no barrel. Nah, I ain't fucking with them gorillas. Not by myself. I just felt good saying that. It just felt good to front a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I made a dope animation. I wanted to show it off. I was stunting. You don't put me against no gorillas. Not by myself. You know, get some of the homies with me. I was front. I just made a dope animation. I wanted to show it off. I ain't gonna front. I was stunting. You know, it was dope. It was fly. But no, on the serious side. Now look, I'm gonna be real with you. I ain't gonna be a part of that first wave to go step to the gorilla. I ain't gonna be, I ain't gonna be out there running against the gorilla first. We do play chess. We got some pawns. We got some knights. We got some bishops. We got some rooks. I'll be one of the rooks. We gonna push them pawns out there. We gonna push some of them dudes out there. Give me Leonidas. Give me Hannibal. Come on, we seen them 300 defeat 10,000 dudes. I'm telling you, man, give me somebody like an old Ronnie Coleman. They gonna whip that gorilla ass. Straight up. So, I don't know why it's a debate. And I remember y'all before the ladies was talking about the bed would defeat men and all. Yo, what y'all got against dudes, man? That's what I'm trying to figure out. What is it about men that, all right. In all fairness, masculinity has gotten a little weird. It has to be redefined what's masculine, because people think masculine is toughness, aggression, and all of that. But you have, there still is men that understand what it's like to be a man. Understand what it is to be a man. We not, wearing no lip balm and not coloring our hair different colors and wearing nothing tight. We not going to the the Met Gala. We ain't doing none of that. We still got some warriors out here. So if you're a part of this warrior class that I'm talking about, that dude right there don't stand a chance against us. And if you agree with me, leave me a comment below. And ladies, stop, just because you picked the wrong type of guys to deal with, that don't mean we could get our ass whipped by a gorilla. Just because your baby father is ass, or your husband is ass, or your brother's ass, or these dudes that you let climb on top of you is ass, that don't mean we gonna get defeated by a gorilla. Don't even try it. But yo, man, I'm Doggie Diamonds. This is Doggie Diamonds TV. I had to chime in on this. I know some warriors. I know some strategic warriors that we done went into battle, was outnumbered, and came out unscathed. Seriously. Every time I say seriously, my phone, Siri wakes up. So let me get up out of here, man. Make sure y'all subscribe. I work hard over here. Make sure y'all leave a comment. Until next time, peace.